Hi guys, so before we start the video, I want to tell you that I created a Discord server. Here I'm going to be posting more frequent small updates about the game development, and it's a place where we can talk about the features that you want, suggestions, etc. So go ahead and join. I will leave the server link down below. Thanks. Hi, so welcome to the PicoBellum's Devlog number 1. Today I'm going to show you the progress I've done over the last few months. So first of all, I want to show you the deploy phase. Before when you start a battle, the battle will just start without waiting for you to organize your army. So this is no longer the case. Before you start the battle, you have a deployment phase where you can organize and set up your army. So here I have 2 armies. If I start the simulation, you can see now we have the deployment area that is marked by the white lines. So if, for example, let's say you want your spearmen in the middle and your infantry in the flanks, you can do that now. You can organize your army before starting. So here I have my deployment. We can take the archers, we can put it in the back, and we can, when you click done, the battle starts. If you click space, you can see where the enemy is attacking in this case. So you can see where he's moving to. So that's the deployment phase, as you can see. Another feature that I added is like archers, like range units, now have a radius. It's not a perfect radius. It's a radius to tell you more or less where he is capable of shooting to. His range, how far he can go. So that's another feature. One thing is also the grass. But we'll talk about that later. But as you can see, I've had a little bit of purling noise. I don't know if it looks good. I think it looks better than the random grass, the random tiles that I had before. But I think it still needs some improvement. But I like it. I like it better than the last version. So for now, I'm going to keep the purling noise grass. So as you can see, the enemy army, it's advancing towards us. So we can also give some commands, that way we can to move faster. So I've also added sounds to the game. That's a new feature, and here you can listen the troops marching, and when the archers are going to eventually shoot their arrows, you're going to hear them shoot the arrows. But I can give you a warning. It's a temporary asset. It's not the final sound of the archer shooting, because it's a sound I made myself, and it's not great, to be honest. So here you can see the enemy, it's advancing, so I can give some attack commands also. That way we can counter attack. And you can see the archers start shooting. And you can see you can see the arrows. Here you can see the arrows like flying and hitting the enemy. I still need to balance the archers. I think they're too powerful, but this is for demonstration purposes. So yeah, the archers are shooting. My troops are fighting. My troops are getting wrecked by the orcs. So if I move my archers here, I can tell them to attack. And they're going to attack when they're in range. They're going to attack. They're going to shoot their arrows. I can send some infantry here to help. One thing that there's also friendly fire. I think I said it before, but yeah, like those projectiles are real projectiles. So depending on where they hit, they inflict damage. So if they hit your troops, you're gonna damage your troops and eventually kill them. So be careful about friendly fire. So you can see the archers are in range, well, almost. And they start shooting there. So now they're the orcs are getting shot at. So here we can advance. The division I still needs some rework. I've reworked it a little bit, so now it's less. It is less buggy, but sometimes does like stupid stuff. So I still need to fix it. But as I told you before, it is a work in progress. So now my archers are getting attacked by the orcs. Over here, we're winning. Also, one thing that you may have noticed is that the minimap, as you can see, you have different colors. Before it was like random colors. Now it's a proper. Each team, each army gets a different color. So you can see we are green, they are red. So if you you have a battle with more armies, that becomes really helpful. So let's fast forward and end this battle. That way we can. So they are dead. There is victory. So, as you can see, the victory sound plays. I also add a continue button. That way you can hang around after a battle is done. It's always nice, I think, to being able to look at the aftermath of the battle. So you can click continue and the battle is over, and when you're ready you can exit the battle. But that way you can see the aftermath of the battle. So now that we're done, we can go back to the main menu. And you can see we have the music here also in the main menu. That's a new thing. So if we go a little bit deeper on the sounds, I can show you how it works. Like right now the sounds is like per division. So if I have a group of soldiers, all the soldiers I'm gonna emit one sound. This is temporary, and one of the issues I have is that, as you can see, we get if there are many divisions together, I get some overlap with the other divisions. But for now, it gets the job done, but I can improve it later with I think I'm going to use a grid, and if there are too many sounds in a tile, I'm going to limit the number of sounds you can have at the same time in one location. So yeah, that is showing the sound system, and you can see you can control the volume, the music volume, the master volume, and also there's ambient noise sound. So if I come here closer, you can hear like an ambient sound. So yeah, that's a new addition. Yeah, like the pearly noise and everything. So if I add like a little bit some armies, that way you can see the minimap colors that I was talking about. We start the simulation. You can see that the minimap now shows like also the deployment zones get smaller. That way we can fit each army gets its own deployment zone. And as you can see, each army also gets a different color. So you have green, red, blue, cyan, yellow, etc. Eventually, I don't think this is going to ever happen like in the game, like in a battle from the campaign map, because well, it makes no sense to spawn an army in the middle of 3 armies, you know. Well, maybe if I don't know, it's like a convoy or something, but yeah. But anyways, you can have multi army battles. I think that's why not. So another thing is like I've started to make some tools. So here I have the field map generator tool, and this tool is going to help us to like the field maps are going to be, most of them are going to be procedurally generated. So if I go here, I have like I have some settings that I can adjust, and that way I can test new maps or new or new settings. By the way, if the game gets stuck, sometimes not the game, it's the recording that's lagging out. So I can reduce, for example, I can reduce the map size here. You want to test a small map, I don't know, for some reason. Let's say 150. And here I can increase like the decoration tiles. For example, this is the plain map with just I can also change the grass, add like change the seed of the grass. But here are the obstacles. So the obstacles are trees, for example. Later we're gonna add other obstacles. The difference between obstacles and decorations are the obstacles, like units need to avoid them, to pathfind them, so they don't collide. And also there's a rule like the obstacles need to have a minimum separation. That way units don't get stuck in it, because in the field battle map they're not going to have complex pathfinding because it's expensive and it doesn't really make sense. Like if you build your map correctly, like units shouldn't be able to get stuck. So yeah. As you can see, if I increase the density of the map, like 100,000 trees, like you can see, it's like a dense forest. Same thing if I add like decoration tiles. These are right now it's like only bushes, decoration objects. The thing about decoration objects is that they have like depth. So if a unit is behind the bush, you can see that the unit is going to be hidden behind the bush. And then there are the decoration tiles. Those are things like rocks, flowers, stumps, leaves, etc. So yeah, that's a tool that I've built, is the procedural map generator. And I'm going to build multiple tools, that way it's going to be easy to build custom stuff, like visualize it. It makes our life easier. So those are the things I've been working on. There's been a lot of background work, especially in the I've been refactoring the division AI, etc. And that has taken some time, but I think now the next big refactor is the agent AI. So the agents right now, they're not dumb, you know, like they walk around, they move, etc. But they still need to be improved. So it's not improvement, it's especially like we need to be able to configure them without hard coding values. So I'm going to do that in the next couple of weeks. And after that, to be honest, I'm a little bit tired about working on the field map. So I think it's in an okay state, but I'm going to start working also on the campaign map. So the campaign map, I have some plans of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be starting that also, and at the same time I'm going to keep improving the field map. But we're going to start. We're also going to start the next stage, that is going to be the campaign map. So like I told you in the beginning, like you can join my Discord server. Also one thing, like I've also cross compiled the game successfully, so we can now play the game in Windows. I may add a clip at the end showing you the game running on Windows. But yeah, for now, like those are the advancements. Right now I'm going to, like I told you, I'm going to move. I'm going to start working also on the campaign map, and yeah, that's about it for now. So let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, some features that you want to see, and I will respond to your comments. Also you can join the Discord server down below, and that way we can chat. You can ask more specific questions. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next vlog. Thanks.